In the glamorous world of early Hollywood, Virginia Rappe was a promising actress known for her beauty and charm. However, her career and life were tragically cut short under mysterious and scandalous circumstances. On September 5, 1921, Virginia attended a party at the St. Francis Hotel in San Francisco, hosted by silent film star Roscoe "Fatty" Arbuckle. What was meant to be a lavish celebration turned into one of Hollywood's most infamous scandals. Virginia fell seriously ill during the party and was taken to a hospital, where she died 4 days later at just 26 years old. Doctors attributed her death to a ruptured bladder and peritonitis, but allegations quickly surfaced that Arbuckle had assaulted her. The media frenzy that followed destroyed both their reputations. Arbuckle was charged with manslaughter, though he was ultimately acquitted after 3 trials. Despite his legal vindication, Virginia's death remained clouded in controversy. Some believed she had a pre-existing condition that worsened that night, while others insisted foul play was involved. To this day, her death remains a chilling mystery, one that marked the end of Hollywood's innocence and set the stage for some of its darkest scandals. Peg Entwistle's name is forever linked to one of Hollywood's most haunting tragedies. A talented but struggling actress, she dreamed of stardom, but instead became a chilling symbol of the dark side of fame. Born in 1908 in Wales, Peg moved to the U.S. with ambitions of becoming a great actress. She found early success on Broadway, earning praise for her performances. However, breaking into Hollywood proved much harder. In 1932, she landed a small but promising role in the RKO film 13 Women. Unfortunately, the film underperformed, and her scenes were cut down significantly. This setback, along with personal struggles and career disappointments, took a heavy toll on her. On the night of September 16, 1932, a heartbroken Peg climbed to the top of the giant H on the Hollywoodland sign. She left behind her belongings and a suicide note before jumping to her death. Her body was discovered 2 days later, and her note read, "I am afraid I am a coward. I am sorry for everything. If I had done this long ago, it would have saved a lot of pain." Ironically, a letter offering her a major role arrived after her death. Her tragic story serves as a haunting reminder of Hollywood's unforgiving nature. Olive Thomas was one of Hollywood's first true screen sirens, a dazzling silent film actress with a promising career ahead of her. But behind the glamour, her life took a tragic turn that led to one of Tinseltown's earliest and most mysterious celebrity deaths. Born in 1894, Olive's beauty and talent quickly made her a rising star. She gained fame in films like The Flapper, becoming one of the era's most beloved actresses. She married Jack Pickford, the younger brother of Hollywood icon Marie Pickford, and the two became known for their lavish lifestyle and wild partying. However, their relationship was tumultuous, marked by rumors of infidelity and substance abuse. In September 1920, while on a trip to Paris with Pickford, tragedy struck. After a night of drinking and celebration, Olive mistakenly ingested a lethal dose of mercury bichloride, a highly toxic substance used to treat syphilis. Some believe it was an accident, while others suspect a suicide attempt or even foul play. Despite doctors' efforts, she died 2 days later at just 25 years old. Her shocking death sent Hollywood into mourning and fueled endless speculation. Even today, Olive Thomas remains a ghostly legend, with rumors of her spirit haunting New York's New Amsterdam Theater, where she once performed. Thelma Todd was a dazzling beauty of Hollywood's golden age, known for her comedic brilliance and magnetic screen presence. But behind the laughter, her life ended in a chilling mystery that still baffles investigators and film historians today. Born in 1906, Thelma started as a beauty queen before transitioning into Hollywood, where she quickly became a sought-after actress. She starred alongside comedy legends like the Marx Brothers and Laurel and Hardy, earning the nickname, the Ice Cream Blonde, for her charm and wit. However, despite her success, Thelma was entangled in dangerous relationships, including rumored ties to mobsters. On December 16, 1935, Thelma was found dead in her car inside a garage above her cafe on the Pacific Coast Highway. Authorities ruled her death as carbon monoxide poisoning, suggesting she had accidentally left her car running while intoxicated. However, suspicions arose. She had bruises on her body, and her connections to the criminal underworld fueled theories of foul play. Some speculated she was murdered, either by a jealous lover or mobsters trying to take over her business. Despite decades of speculation, her death remains one of Hollywood's greatest unsolved mysteries. Thelma Todd's legacy endures as both a comedy icon and a tragic enigma of Tinseltown. Ramon Novarro was one of Hollywood's first Latin heartthrobs, a silent film icon whose smoldering looks and undeniable talent made him a household name. But behind the glamour, he hid a personal life full of struggles, and his tragic murder in 1968 shocked the entertainment industry. Born in 1899 in Mexico, Novarro rose to fame in the 1920s, starring in epics like Ben-Hur, 1925. He was often compared to Rudolph Valentino and became a major box office draw. However, as Hollywood transitioned to sound films, his career declined. Adding to his troubles, Novarro struggled with his identity in an era when being openly gay could destroy a career. On October 30, 1968, Novarro was brutally murdered in his Los Angeles home by two young men, Paul and Tom Ferguson, whom he had hired for companionship. The brothers believed he had a large sum of money hidden in his house, but after failing to find it, they tortured and beat him to death, leaving him with severe facial injuries. Tragically, the killers only escaped with $20. His murder became one of Hollywood's most gruesome scandals, exposing the dark side of fame and exploitation. Novarro remains a haunting figure, an icon of silent cinema whose life ended in senseless violence. Albert Dekker was a seasoned Hollywood actor known for his commanding screen presence in films like Dr. Cyclops, 1940, and The Wild Bunch, 1969. But despite his successful career, his death remains one of the most bizarre and unsettling in Hollywood history. On May 5, 1968, Dekker's fiancée discovered his lifeless body in his Hollywood apartment. What she found was shocking. Dekker was naked, kneeling in the bathtub with a noose around his neck, his body covered in intricate handcuffs, chains, and obscene words written in red lipstick. His eyes were blindfolded, and a ball gag was in his mouth. Authorities ruled his death as autoerotic asphyxiation gone wrong, suggesting he had accidentally suffocated himself during an act of solo bondage. Despite the official ruling, conspiracy theories swirled. Some speculated foul play, given that money and valuables were missing from his apartment. Others pointed to his outspoken political views. He had criticized McCarthyism and faced backlash in Hollywood. To this day, his death remains shrouded in mystery. Whether an accident or something more sinister, Albert Dekker's final moments continue to intrigue and unsettle those fascinated by Hollywood's darkest secrets. Lupe Vélez was a fiery and charismatic actress who became one of the first major Mexican stars in Hollywood. With her bold personality and comedic talent, she earned the nickname the Mexican Spitfire, lighting up the silver screen in the 1920s and 30s. But behind the laughter, her personal life was filled with heartbreak, leading to a tragic and mysterious end. By the late 1930s, Lupe's career was fading, and her love life was in turmoil. After a passionate but stormy romance with actor Johnny Weissmuller, she had an affair with aspiring actor Harold Marish. When she became pregnant, Marish refused to marry her, fearing it would ruin his career. Devastated and unwilling to face public scandal, Lupe made a drastic decision. On December 13, 1944, she was found dead in her Beverly Hills home after ingesting a lethal dose of Seconal, a powerful barbiturate. A farewell note expressed her sorrow and heartbreak. Although her death was ruled a suicide, Hollywood gossip soon twisted the story, spreading a false but infamous rumor that she died in a humiliating accident. Despite the myths, Lupe Vélez's legacy remains as a trailblazer who paved the way for Latina actresses in Hollywood, leaving behind a career as vibrant and unforgettable as she was. George Reeves became a household name as the iconic Superman in the 1950s TV series Adventures of Superman. To millions, he was the embodiment of heroism, but his real life was far from a fairy tale. His tragic death in 1959 remains one of Hollywood's greatest mysteries. On June 16, 1959, Reeves was found dead in his Beverly Hills home with a gunshot wound to the head. Authorities quickly ruled it a suicide, citing his struggles with career setbacks and depression. After Adventures of Superman ended, he struggled to escape typecasting, and his career had stalled. His engagement to socialite Leonore Lemon was also reportedly strained, adding to speculation that he was in emotional distress. However, many questioned the official story. His body was found in an unusual position, multiple bullet holes were found in the room, and no gunpowder burns were detected on his head, suggesting he may not have fired the gun himself. Some suspected foul play, possibly linked to his past affair with Toni Mannix, the wife of powerful MGM executive Eddie Mannix. Rumors swirled that Mannix had connections to the mob, leading some to believe Reeves was silenced. To this day, his death remains unsolved, leaving behind a legacy as both a beloved superhero and a tragic Hollywood enigma. Marie Prevost was once a dazzling star of the silent film era, known for her beauty, charm, and comedic talent. She captivated audiences in the 1920s, working with legendary directors like Ernst Lubitsch and starring in films like The Marriage Circle, 1924. But as Hollywood transitioned to sound, Marie's career declined, leading to one of the most heartbreaking deaths in film history. By the 1930s, she struggled to find roles, facing ageism and the harsh realities of an industry that quickly discarded its former stars. Depressed and financially ruined, she turned to alcohol for comfort. Her final years were marked by poverty and isolation, as she lived alone in a tiny Los Angeles apartment. On January 21, 1937, Marie was found dead at just 38 years old. The official cause was acute alcoholism and malnutrition. She had been starving for days. The most tragic and disturbing part of her death was the discovery that her beloved dachshund had been trying to wake her, nibbling at her body in desperation. This haunting detail led to the myth that she had been eaten by her dog, a cruel exaggeration that overshadowed her once brilliant career. Marie Prevost's story became a cautionary tale about Hollywood's fleeting fame, a tragic reminder of how quickly stardom can fade. Carol Landis was a glamorous actress of the 1940s, known for her beauty, talent, and patriotic efforts during World War II. She starred in films like 1 Million BC, 1940, and was beloved for her vivacious personality. But beneath the glittering Hollywood facade, Carol's personal life was filled with heartbreak, leading to a tragic and untimely death. Despite her success, Carol struggled with unstable relationships and career setbacks. By the late 1940s, her film roles were dwindling, and she found herself deeply in love with actor Rex Harrison. However, Harrison was married to actress Lily Palmer and refused to leave his wife for Carol. Heartbroken and feeling hopeless about her fading career, she made a devastating decision. On July 5, 1948, Carol was found dead in her Los Angeles home after taking a lethal overdose of Seconal. She was just 29 years old. A note she left behind suggested deep emotional despair. Rex Harrison was reportedly the last person to see her alive, but he avoided scandal and continued his career without consequences. Carol Landis' death remains a tragic reminder of Hollywood's harsh realities, where dreams can quickly turn to despair and love can end in heartbreak. Thomas Ince was a pioneering filmmaker, often credited as the father of the Western and one of Hollywood's earliest moguls. His contributions to early cinema were groundbreaking, but his mysterious death in 1924 became one of Tinseltown's most infamous scandals. On November 16, 1924, Ince was invited aboard media tycoon William Randolph Hearst's luxurious yacht, the Oneida, for a star-studded weekend cruise. Guests included Charlie Chaplin, actress Marion Davies, Hearst's mistress, and columnist Luella Parsons. However, the celebration took a dark turn. 2 days later, Ince was reportedly taken off the yacht, gravely ill, and died shortly after at his home. The official cause of death was listed as a heart attack due to indigestion. But rumors spread like wildfire, whispers of a gunshot, a jealous rage, and a cover-up. One theory suggests that Hearst, suspecting an affair between Chaplin and Davies, fired a gun in a fit of jealousy, accidentally shooting Ince. Another claims that Luella Parsons was given a lifetime contract by Hearst in exchange for her silence. With no autopsy performed and conflicting reports, the truth behind Ince's death remains a mystery, fueling one of Hollywood's most enduring conspiracy theories.